Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, what's up?
Have you seen my message? Do you think I should do it?
Oh my god, yes, do it. But I don't know.
Hey guys, welcome to the But IDK podcast. It's your host Ayfra
And Nurjan.
and today we're gonna do a intro episode where we're just going to talk about ourselves and so that you get to know us a little bit better. So, do you want me to start?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Ayfra. I am 23 years old. I am half Azerbaijani, half Congolese. I was born in Baku and I grew up there. And up until 17, I lived there. And then at 17, I moved to UK for uni, where I did my bachelor's. I did my bachelor's in media and communication at Loughborough University. If anyone from Loughborough is listening, hey. And I did my master's in marketing. I'm a loyal girl, so same university. And then I think, last year I moved to London, which was a big dream, and I finally did it. Don't know if was the best decision, but we'll talk about that later. Right now I'm in marketing. So do you want to talk about you, Nurjan?
Okay. So, I lived in Baku until recently. I moved to London last year to do my master's. Before that, I did my undergrad in teaching English as a foreign language in Azerbaijan University of Languages. Then I got accepted to UCL to do a master's in education.
Whoop whoop.
And I also got a scholarship from Azerbaijan Ministry of Science and Education. And now I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, we're in this together because same. Wait, you didn't say your age and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm 21, I think.
Oh my god, did I say I'm 23? I'm not 23 yet, guys. I'm 22, sorry.
She's gonna
misinformation.
She's gonna turn 23.
In July 17, Cancer baby. All of my Cancer babies. It's our season.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna turn 22 in September 20th. I'm a Virgo.
Yeah, so you have a long way to go.
Listen, yeah, but Cancers and Virgos are very compatible in friendship. So
I didn't know that.
They are. It's like a common sense.
What? Like what?
That Cancer and Virgo women.
What like traits?
What
are the traits that make us compatible?
I think it's mostly that like Cancers are a bit more like emotional, sensitive, even though like some of them may not show it, but like at least internally.
Me.
Yeah. They're more like, I think, emotion driven, but Virgos are like a match of both. They listen to their brain and heart at the same time, but Cancers are more like of like a heart person. Yeah, but other than that, all the friends that I've had until like now are like most of my closest friends. They're like Cancers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My mom's a Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I have always had like good friends, Cancers.
No, okay.
Now you're one of them.
Oh, stop it. Okay, so let's talk about the blog on Instagram. So basically, I started my blog should we talk about how we met?
Let's do that first.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Do you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we met, I think it was October. That was like the ending or mid-October. We met through a common friend. Yeah, it was October.
it?
Yeah,
No, but like October, I just moved to London though. I
yeah.
don't think so.
End of October.
I think it was like
November?
December, November time.
Maybe. Yeah. Around that time. So we have a common friend, Mariam.
Mariam Novruzi, yeah.
Hi, Mariam.
If you're listening, yeah.
Yeah, and she basically hosted a meeting with Azerbaijanis that live in London.
Yeah.
Me and Ayfra met there. It was, I think, very fun. But it was a funny experience because I thought that she was mean and I didn't know that she wanted to be her friends. But then she asked for my Instagram, so I knew that something's coming up.
You seemed very distant, and to be honest,
I was shy, I think.
Okay, you know what got us close?
When
it's all because of London, Mariam's dog, because he peed on you. And then we met at the bathroom.
Yeah.
And that's where we had like a little bonding moment because I wanted to help you.
Yeah, she was wiping my jeans with me.
Yes, I was wiping your butt. And that's when I think I asked for your Instagram.
Yeah, that was in the bathroom. Yeah, and after that, we started hanging out. And then we also met like several times with Mariam.
No, but to be honest, I'll share one thing. I haven't told you this. Basically, when I've invited you, I think I've invited you to like hang out. It was me first who was initiating like the hangouts in the beginning.
Was it?
Yes, it was. I think before
Valentine's Day. What did we do before Valentine's Day?
I asked you to come, and then you didn't come.
When?
Or you like said like, oh, I can't.
When?
Whatever. I don't know, but in the beginning that was, and I was like, okay, well maybe she doesn't want to. And then
which one was it? I think
I tried again. I was like, okay, Ayfra, just like put your ego to a side, just try again.
I remember we went out. Where did we go first time? What did we do the first time we met together? I don't remember.
Well, first time was with Mariam.
No, like alone.
I think we did something before the movie night, no?
I think so, but I can't remember now. I don't remember. But I don't remember saying no to anything that you said.
I remember.
Maybe. But maybe.
But I don't remember like the details.
It was definitely not because I didn't want to. Maybe I had something to do, that's why.
Yeah, probably. But you didn't suggest something instead. So then I was like, oh, okay. But I tried again, and then I invited you to like the movie night.
Yeah, on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a movie night.
Yeah, and that was really fun. Okay, so that's our friendship. Let's
Guys,
talk about...
I have to announce something. Recently, like a few days ago, she said that you're my best friend.
Did I say that?
Yeah. Bro. You did say that. Yeah, because she's not like, I think she's not the kind of person who would like talk about their feelings and stuff. Not feelings.
You make me sound like I have communication issues.
No, not communication issues, but like, you're just like, I think you know.
I don't like being vulnerable.
Yeah. And then when she does, it's like crazy stuff happening.
And I think Nurjan is the opposite.
Yeah.
She will literally tell you everything. TMI, actually.
But you do TMI now too. I think she has been
only
influenced.
If I'm like in a mood. I feel like you're always in a mood.
Yeah, I'm always ready to dump the tea.
Okay, so let's talk about our vlogs for a little bit. How are we doing on time? Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the vlog. So
I first started first.
Oh yeah, I did start
so
first.
You can
okay. Thanks. So basically the story with the vlog is I've always loved like capturing moments and taking cute pictures and doing basically acting like an influencer, but I had a private account and I was just doing it for my followers. And people constantly were telling me that I felt like you should just do it like as a like full you should fully commit to it and have like a public profile, you would be so good, blah blah blah. But for me, the issue is with like being an influencer, it's not that easy as it seems. And again, we're gonna talk about it in future episodes. But for me, the main issue was that if I would start
commitment.
Oh my god, do I have commitment issues?
Maybe to social media, because I understand. Because it's easy for me to commit to many things. But this is not easy.
Yeah, because basically, if you start with being an influencer, you can't stop. Like, you have to be consistent.
Yeah.
And it's not just like, posting once a week. Like, to be consistent, you have to post. I mean, most of them post like every day.
At least when you're starting off.
Yeah, exactly. While you're just building your community and like your follower base. And I knew that I get burnt out very easily, and when I post content, I'm a perfectionist. I want everything to look perfect. So it would take a lot of time and effort for me, and that would lead to a burnout, which would happen very easily and very fast. And that did happen. Spoiler alert, that did happen. But I think I was lucky enough that in the beginning, while I started, it got such a big
and I think
I got such a big recognition, and like it went viral. So which doesn't happen usually to like people who start off.
And I think you were very motivated in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what happens usually in the beginning. But yeah, anyways, I started my blog in February, and the person who pushed me to do that, give me that final push, was Maryam again. And basically when we had that meeting where all the Azerbaijani people were meeting, it was my first time where I met her. And before that, like, I was a follower of Maryam's, and I really liked what she was doing, her Instagram, her content. Like, she really motivated me as like an individual, as like a woman, and I really looked up to her. So when I came there, first of all, okay, people from Azerbaijan, they're white Caucasian, right? I am mixed. Okay, so
which is very rare.
Yeah, which is very rare, and I'm mixed, but like I grew up in Azerbaijan, like mentality wise, like languages, like I speak everything like an Azerbaijani person. It's just I look different. And obviously when I came there, everyone was a little bit surprised.
I was as well. I was like, who's that? Okay. I thought you were like some Maryam's friend or something.
Yeah. And obviously people started asking questions, and when I was telling them my story, that where my parents are from, it really gained like a lot of like interest. And Maryam was like, oh my god, you should be on my podcast. And
I remember we went to grab lunch. After that meeting,
we were getting salad.
Me, and Maryam,
and like
she kept
well.
like, oh yeah, and then she kept telling you about, oh, you should do this. You don't know, you would have such big influence. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I was sitting beside Ayfra. I was like, yeah, do it.
And she was saying that you should share your story. Like, your story is very unique and very cool.
I would tell you, you were very cautious in the beginning.
Yes, I think I even told you. I was like, I don't know if I want people to
because we were walking to the tube station afterwards. It was just you and me.
Yeah.
And then I was telling you, you should do it. And you were like, I'm not sure if I want people to know everything about my life or something like that.
Yes, I didn't want that be my main. I didn't want my mixed race identity to be the main thing that people know me about. Yeah. So, I mean, I did that interview, but after that, like in my blog, I don't really focus on the mixed race.
Yeah, you don't.
Yes.
She doesn't.
I don't know, maybe in the future I will, but for now I don't feel like I have much that I can really share. Like everything that I wanted that I could share, I shared in the interview and in the news articles, but that's it. Like I don't have much to say, but yeah. Anyways, so
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl. So yeah, I started my blog. I had an idea of what I would do, and I really liked influencers. I didn't want to do just like beauty and fashion because there's so much out there already with that content. I wanted something that would be insightful, that would motivate people because that I love that type of content as well. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna do like a motivational type of content, like that format. And then I came up with a challenge where I would post every day for a month with a quote.
You did very well. Like, guys, she kept posting every single day.
I didn't miss a day. Yeah.
She did not. I have a challenge like that as well. It's been 30 days. It is supposed to be for 30 days. And it's been like almost 30 days now, but I've posted like 9 videos or something. So first I was posting every day, but then I don't know, because there are, see, this goes back to the commitment topic. Some days I feel like bed rotting. I can't like.
But that's when you have to like. That's when discipline comes in, and you have to get up no matter what. Like I was having a shit day, guys, today, and it's getting better.
Because she saw me, that's why. But yeah, so that's why every few days, first few days I was posting consistently, maybe like for the first 3 or 4 days. Then I got out of track, and then I decided that I will post this video like every week or so, but considering that I will be posting other content as well. It's not gonna be the only type of content that is coming from me. Like I'm not just gonna post this video once a week. I will post some other stuff as well.
Yeah.
But that challenge will be once a week. And I think that's easier for me, honestly. I like that more. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I started off with that challenge, and that challenge went very well because, I mean, also Mariam supported me. She would share my content as well, and we would do even content together, which really helped. But also, I want to mention that my first video that I posted and that went viral was the challenge video where it was like a mixed race challenge, where you put a photo of your mom, you put a photo of your dad, and then what they made basically. So yeah, and that one, guys, that one got, now it's at 1.7 million views.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine every single person that viewed that video would follow you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would have 1 million by now. What the hell?
What the helly?
If you guys thought we would not say that in this episode, you're wrong. Yeah, so and then because it went viral and then Mariam was saying all this thing that you should start, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe people are interested in this. So I started posting, and because I was so consistent posting every day, Instagram loves when you post every day, and
a little marketing expert.
And they push out more content. They push out more of your content if you're consistent, basically. And specifically reels. Posts not so much, but they
mostly reels.
Yeah. So I grew a lot. In a month during that challenge, I gained 5,000 followers, which is, whenever I say that, people are like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that is such a accomplishment.
That's not like.
I remember filming the last video.
What?
Of the challenge? You're like, it's the last video.
We're together. So
guys, if you see her videos, know that most definitely I filmed them.
Yeah.
Mine as well.
Yeah.
You film a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
And pictures as well.
And I think that's why it works, because we both need each other.
Yeah, but don't think that no, we are friends, but we also work together.
Yeah, and it's a thin line, but we make it work for now at least.
She's so pessimistic, guys.
Oh my god. Okay. I think that's yeah. So yeah, I started, went well. I ended up doing news articles.
You did 2 or 3?
2.
Yeah.
And then the interview with Mariam was in collaboration with the Azerbaijani embassy. I met the ambassador, and that's all from the blog, and that's crazy because end of last year I was not even thinking about starting a blog and doing that, and it's crazy how you just meet one person and it changed the whole thing. I meet you, I start the blog, I get these opportunities, and that just
mentioned me first.
and that just shows how much, if you say yes to one opportunity, you don't know what doors it's gonna bring. Okay, so yeah, talk about your journey now.
Well, my journey comparing to yours is shorter, but what I will say is that
why did you start?
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
As long as I remember myself, I always liked filming stuff. I remember when I was 6, 7, I would film videos on some old phone. I don't remember what kind of phone I had at that time. Probably like some Nokia or something. I would take my mom's makeup. Hi, Mom. I would like film a makeup video when I was like 6, 7, and I would post it on YouTube. Thank God, I found the password eventually.
You shouldn't have deleted it.
I should have saved it and then deleted it. But at that time, I think I found it when I was like a teenager, and I was like, crazy stuff.
See, I filmed videos, but I never posted them. I never had the guts to post them. I just kept them.
Because for me, it wasn't that deep. Like, when you're a child, you don't think about anything, you know?
Well, I did.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
cool
care.
though.
And I posted, then I would post let's play games. I would play Sims on my phone and post that. I still have that, by the way, on YouTube. Guys, don't look for it, but it's there.
I'm gonna look for it.
I will show you. I have the link. Yeah. And afterwards, I always I always had that in me. I would post, when it was before TikTok, it was Musically. I would post so much. Yeah. And then I low-key stopped doing all of that after COVID, when the Musically became TikTok. But I never posted on Instagram. There were periods of time when it was public, but it would just be pictures. I wouldn't post anything. Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying, that I always had that in me. I always wanted to, but I think as I grew up, I started thinking a lot about possible consequences, and like not the positive ones. I would think, oh, what would people say about me? What would they think about me? Digital footprint, yeah.
Were you scared of getting cancelled or saying something wrong?
No, because people will find something to complain about all the time.
Yeah, like how we pronounce Azerbaijan.
Ugh, guys, I have been annoyed by those comments for 5 days now. Oh my god.
Oh my god. But we don't show that we're annoyed.
Yeah, I just ended up replying.
You guys know because you're part of the fam. It's okay.
Yeah, I ended up replying to one today, but because I have had enough. That was the last drop. But yeah, anyways. So no, not that. Just like, what would people think about me? And in the past year, I started coming to realization. I was like, who cares? Mm-hmm. Let them think.
Period.
Them thinking is not gonna change the flow of my life. Them thinking is not gonna affect me. I don't care. I won't even know what they think about me unless they say it. And even if they say it, okay, so what? Mm-hmm. So
that's just 0.001%
of something. I don't even remember thinking about those things. But anyways, so I have had those thoughts deep in me, I realized it, but I was still like cautious. And of course, again, Mariam comes into the
Mariam played a big role.
Yeah,
yes,
she did
in both of our lives.
Yeah, and I would tell her. I remember I would tell her, and she was like, "You should do it. Just post. Just start posting. Just do it." That's what. Yeah, Mariam also was like, "Just post it. Like, don't think about it." And
I was also convincing you.
Yeah,
I remember we were going on a walk. I think it was at Tower Bridge
in the evening.
Yes, we were having a walk, and then you were like, I don't know, like, I don't know what my niche would be.
Yeah, I knew that I wanted to post, but I didn't know what to post.
Yeah, and then I was giving you ideas. I was like, okay, well, then speak to ChatGPT.
Yeah, I remember.
And then you were like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And I was like, this girl is not gonna do it. Like,
because I was scared. I was scared to post the first thing on my own. I was like, let's post the video first together. Like, yeah, so, like I want to make like a slow entrance and then start posting myself. But yeah,
what was the first video we did?
I think it was the Q&A I did, and then we did the 8th March quote for women.
Was that the first video?
I think they were together because we filmed on the same day the Q&A I had, and also the
no, but like post wise,
I don't remember. I think my Q&A was first, if I'm not mistaken.
But you said you wanted like a smooth transition.
Let me check.
I think it was the no. I think it was the quote video first.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, so I told her, no, you're gonna do this now. Yeah. And while we were on the walk, she was planning it.
Yeah, I planned the whole thing because I like makeup stuff, and at some point I did want to post like makeup videos, etc. But
I would watch it.
Oh, and Ayfra was also telling me like, I'll post it. At that time, the Turkish Delight makeup was going viral, and I remember you told me to film that and post it. I was like, I would, but makeup is not something I want to be known for.
Same.
So I thought that, yeah, maybe sometimes just for like some difference, maybe I would post makeup video once or twice, but I don't want it to be my main topic, what I do. Yeah, I ended up doing like, I think I'm low-key also going into like motivation side.
She's copying me.
Yeah, copycat. But I'm also focusing like on education stuff. Yeah, I think
like uni
stuff. Just like general lifestyle as well. Yeah, and that's how I started posting. And I was like, I think when I started posting, I had like 100 and something followers, and they were like all the people that I knew. And after that, I started a month later. I started 1 month after you. I started when you reached. Yeah, when you reached 5,000, that's when I started. Like,
oh my god!
I started mid March. Yeah. Yeah, but I haven't been consistent. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I have had lazy days. But yeah, but it's doing good. The video that went viral, our Azerbaijani video.
It's our first
video that went viral together. And it's still getting likes. It's not stopping.
It's at 40,000
views. 40K.
40 or 44?
Yeah, 44.
Yeah, 44,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many followers do you have now?
430 something.
Let's say the exact number so when we come back.
Okay.
Okay, I have currently 6,049 followers.
Okay. I have 440 followers.
Okay.
As we were speaking, it went up. Yeah. I feel like if I was more consistent, it would be more, but I also didn't want to like put too much pressure on myself. So I let myself do everything slowly in the pace that I wanted. And I don't mind losing a bit of time. I don't think that's an issue.
Well, do you want to get more consistent?
I do, and I'm trying.
What's your ideal like posting schedule?
Well, if I'm being realistic, I know that there's no way I would post every day. So at least like 5 times a week. 5 days a week.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And like 2 days would be for me to rest and also film some content to post on the days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did we decide to start this podcast?
I know. So, Ayfra was over. We were having a sleepover. Like a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, should we do let's do some kind of project together.
What did you mean by project?
I don't know. I didn't have anything certain in mind. I did think about a podcast, but I was like, maybe something else. But I wasn't sure. So I just said maybe let's do a podcast. And we didn't talk about it. She was like, what podcast? We were like, what project? And then we didn't even talk about it. Like, we moved on. We started talking about something else.
Yeah, but these things, they stay in my head. So
I realized that afterwards. I thought that you just like brushed it off. Maybe you didn't want to or something like that.
No, at first I thought, do you want to start a business together? I was like, that's sort of too much.
No, I didn't mean business. I meant like something like podcast or something.
Okay.
And then like 2 or 3 days later at night, she texted me, babe, should we do a podcast or something like that? I was like, yes, girl.
See, these types of thoughts come to me like late at night. I don't know. I probably watched like an interview of a CEO or something, and then I was like, yeah. See, podcasting, I've had this for several years, like this thought of doing a podcast.
I've always thought about it because I would always like get TikToks on my feed as well, like when friends are talking like, oh my god, we should do a podcast, and then they get cancelled because they say about some stupid shit on podcast.
That's not gonna be us.
Yeah, no. Hopefully. Yeah. But yeah, so I always it was always around me, but I never thought about doing it myself.
Yeah. I like to journal, but like out loud.
Yeah, she likes to film like videos talking.
Yeah. Like on the photo like camera on my laptop. Yeah. And some things I say, I'm like, oh my god, girl, like.
I think it's very good to watch later and like reflect on it.
No, it's like some things I'm saying, I'm like, wow, where's this wisdom coming from?
Humble yourself.
Or sometimes I'm like, oh my god, that's such a funny joke. Like, and I'm the only one experiencing that. Like,
oh my god, I can't believe I'm missing out. Yeah.
No, but like honestly, and I've actually asked one of my friends, uni friends, to do a podcast with me, but she didn't want to. Oh.
Well, your loss. I'm joking.
No, she has like a different like schedule.
Yeah, that's understandable because
you have to be a public person also.
Yeah.
And you have to have thick skin because we have big opinions. We're not scared of talking about them.
Yeah. To
the whole world.
Yeah.
But some people, it's not all the people are like that.
Yeah. So. Or like even getting affected by what people say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thick skin. You might say something, but obviously you need to know that you're not like your opinion is not everyone's.
Also, there are so many people in this world. It doesn't mean that you're the only person with that opinion. There will always be someone who thinks the exact same way, and they will relate to you. So you have to look from that perspective as well. It's not always the bad stuff.
Yeah.
It's also nice for other people who also think the same way, but they're scared of speaking up. Yeah.
Also, I wanted someone who would actually take this seriously, and I feel like you would take it serious.
Yeah, and because when we just started, when was that? Was it the first meeting or before we even met for the podcast? we were like, oh yeah, it was even before. We talked about it, we texted about it, and then we decided I will meet up in like a co-working space and like start working on it. And then we're thinking like, what should we do? What should we get ready until then? And I was like, oh, I already opened up an Instagram for us. I already have a Spotify for us.
Yeah.
And I first was like, I'm happy to see that you're committed to this.
Yeah, because like with friends, like you'll say stuff like, "Oh my god, let's start a business together,"
and then it never happens.
Yes, and it never happens. It just stays like as words, and there's no action. So when she showed that she was like committed, I was like, okay,
because I wouldn't agree if I didn't want to, you know.
Yeah, but also we need to consider the fact that we haven't known each other that long, so I don't know how you are in like business setting and as like a business partner. So it was taking a lot of like trust.
Yeah, but I think so that's, I feel like
that's
our
different
podcast
dynamic
will bond more.
Yeah, it's a very different dynamic, friends, but also business partners, because with friends it's like a different type of relationship. Business partner is different. Like I need
because when it comes to business, you have to be rough and serious.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes we'll have to be like direct, like, hey, you're not doing your job properly, and like give a check-in. So, but when you're friends, you have to be a little bit more.
So I feel like it's important to not let things reach that point when we have to say each other, hey, you're not doing your job. You know, if like maybe there can be like sometimes lack of motivation. Yeah, we can push each other and motivate each other, but like if you're like seriously not doing anything just because I don't feel like,
I think we can just give a reality check-in.
Yeah, I don't think we would reach that point because like from personally, I'm like I'm very responsible. Like it's not even.
But she didn't think we were recording today.
I had no idea, guys. I thought that we were gonna like work on some stuff, but I didn't know we were gonna start recording today.
We talked about this last time when I stayed over. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, but like no, if you tell me to do something or like I have to do something, I will get that done. Yeah.
Okay.
That's coming. That's my teacher side. That's being a teacher.
Yeah. Guys, if only you knew how much she was.
Oh, guys, I forgot to mention that I'm also working. I didn't say that in the beginning. So,
great.
Just a little PS. Yeah. Just to say.
Okay, what are you working?
I'm working. I'm working with kids. We're doing after school clubs. I'm gonna go to work today later after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are so this teacher side from her, you guys, if you only knew how much
I know what she's gonna talk about.
How much she was persistent on the punctuation of the fucking sorry.
Beep.
On the freaking logo of but there should be a comma after but.
Yeah.
And
I already sacrificed the but with but not being with a capital letter, but I said I'm not gonna compromise on the comma.
Oh my god.
It hurts my eyes.
Yeah, so just behind the scenes for you. Also, we have filmed your reaction for the logo.
Yeah, we'll post that.
We will post that on our Instagram.
It was very nice, guys. Ayfra did such a good job. I love that.
Thank you. Were you expecting?
No. No, I as in I didn't expect you to do a good job. No, I just didn't expect to see that.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate her, guys.
Okay, so let's just end on what are some of our goals? What are some of the things that we want to achieve with this podcast?
Go on.
Okay, so I think my main goal for this podcast is because I want to reach an international audience. Okay, with my blog, right now, like you can check your demographics, it's mainly Azerbaijani audience. And while I love my Azerbaijani audience, I want to, my goal, even with the blog, is to represent Azerbaijan to an international audience, okay? And right now, I'm not quite there. So I'm hoping with this podcast, we can attract an international audience. So like UK, US, Europe, whatever, and build a community of Batay, right? And I don't want it just to be on podcast. I want to actually like build a community and then meet with the community and make fun events and because I feel like
we were talking about it. We were talking about like making arranging a community meetup.
Yeah, that's will be in the future. But if things go well, which they will. Heck yeah. But yeah, so yeah, because I feel like an influencer is nothing without their community.
No.
Because for example, brands will only come because of your community.
Yeah.
And then you might also viral stuff. It's just one off. You know. But it's your community that is loyal to you and will support you no matter what, and that's why I want to make cautious effort to build that and grow that. Yeah, so that's I think one of my main goals with this podcast.
Yeah. I feel like job of like an influencer, we're very dependent on people, because if it's not our followers, people who support us, then we're not influencers. Yeah, I would agree with Ayfra. I also want our podcast to be known on an international level, just because of all those things that she said, but also for people to know Azerbaijan more, know about our people more, because we will talk about like Azerbaijan and UK, because we are doing well on getting acknowledged and known abroad now. Like more and more people know about Azerbaijan, because before, like if it was like a couple of years ago, if I would tell someone that I'm from Azerbaijan, they were like, "What fruit is that?" I seriously, I'm serious. I had an experience like that.
That is the audacity. That is crazy.
Yeah. Okay. But now I actually meet people that know Azerbaijan, and there are people like they would ask me where you're from. I say Azerbaijan. They're like, "Oh, Baku." They know the capital. I think it's thanks to all the things that we have going on in our country, like Formula One, COP, everything. But also, I think our Azerbaijanis who live abroad are also doing a good job in representing our country. And I feel like I would want there to be people who would be known from our country, because we do have like known people internationally from our country, but not as much. There are no major influencers that like would be known all over the world and stuff. So yeah, and like I think it will go well, because when you're starting something sincerely with pure intentions, not just for the sake of like fame or something, but just because you want something good.
Well, to be honest, I do want fame.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
And I do want all the money, and I want to become a billionaire. And
obviously, but at the same, but it wasn't our first thought.
But we're putting. Also, I feel like, we have a very good knowledge of what the Gen Z want, which is our target audience, right? And
yes, sir.
And we also have a very good like marketing knowledge, and I think marketing is
obviously Ayfra is better in it than me because she studied that. But yeah,
but you're also involved in like all the trends.
Yeah,
and you know all that. So and I think that's key in making a business successful, because many people know, like, have actually good things to say and insightful, but
And we're also learning.
They're lacking in the marketing sphere to like attract new users. And also everything that we're doing so far looks so professional, and it's literally us. Like everything that you see that is put out on Instagram, on like Spotify, we're doing it all by ourselves. No third person, no company, no helpers, nothing. And we're very proud of it, and we're gonna have a shoot soon next week, and hopefully you like it, and
you guys will be listening to this on June 6th.
Yeah, so you will already see the shoot, but this is the past us. I don't know, I'm nervous, but I think it's gonna turn out well. Like we have a like clear vision of what we want, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's all for our first episode.
Yeah.
I think it went well.
I think it went well.
I think you guys also had fun listening to us yap.
Yes, I'm hoping that you got to know us a little bit better on a more personal level. And we'll see you next Friday.
See ya.
Bye.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared, girl.
So cringe.
A plan.
I feel like we're not gonna even look at it.
I will. Speak for yourself.
I'm not gonna look at it. Not us overthinking it.
You're the one over. Okay, whatever.
See you on Friday? Yeah, see ya. Bye.